Now, last year at the Cereals event, we talked about the importance of farmers getting involved in the campaign for the farm's environment. How happy are you with the progress that's being made there?
I'm happy with the progress since last year, but there's still a long way to go. We haven't got to all the figures. What really matters is that we demonstrate that farmers can get on with the job. So my main challenge today and for the next few months is to get farmers to, all those who are doing so much, and any of us who go around farms know there's a vast amount of voluntary work being done, and I'm quite sure that if we just record it, then we'll be well on our way. And I really want farmers just to understand that they should record what they're doing. It doesn't mean DEFRA is going to come and poke their nose in, or Natural England or anybody else, but it does mean we'll be able to demonstrate what we all know, which is that farmers are doing a great deal.
So is there still potential for you to consider introducing compulsory set-aside?
I cannot rule it out, but everybody knows it's not something I really want to do. I really don't. I want to be able to demonstrate one way or the other that farmers can be trusted to really deliver on looking after our wildlife as well as delivering their farming productivity and the best crops, etc.
Now, the NFU's just announced that yields are expected to be down by about 2 million tonnes this year. How concerned is the government about the effects of the drought?
Well, obviously we are concerned about the drought, but we have to be realistic. There's very little that government can do about it in the short term. Most of the damage to the grain crops, cereal crops, is already done now. Some people expect combines to be rolling much earlier than usual. What we are doing, though, is working with the Environment Agency to try and make sure that the water supplies that we've got, particularly in our rivers and watercourses, are eked out. And we had a drought summit a few weeks ago. We've got another one in the next few days, keeping all the water companies and the Environment Agency and DEFRA all in touch with what's really going on. And from what I'm picking up, particularly in East Anglia, which is where it's worst, actually farmers and the Environment Agency are working well and without a real problem so far.
Just to turn to TB, there was some talk last week about a potential cull not actually being introduced until next year. What would you say to farmers that are concerned that a whole cull is being swept under the carpet?
I think this has got twisted and blown out of proportion. Anybody who actually sits down and looks at the issue, we will be making an announcement before the end of July. We've pledged we'll do that, and as of last night, it's still on course for an announcement during July. If, and has to be an if the decision is to go ahead with a badger cull, we know full well that there will be a judicial review. The Badger Trust have confirmed that. We then need to go through some further stages. We need to see that through. So it's quite clear to anybody that actually that will not be through in time for a badger cull to happen in this season. I mean, any badger cull would only take place mainly in the summer months into early autumn, and it just can't be completed before early autumn this year. So that means next year. It's not putting it off another year, it just means that's the cycle that will have to happen.
So does the cull have the support of the rest of the Cabinet?
This would be a decision of Government and Cabinet. The decision has not been made yet, so I can't tell you where the support is. We haven't got to that stage yet. As I've repeatedly said, we are working through a number of the big challenges which have been laid down during the consultation period. It then has to be, yes, it has to be cleared by the Government and Cabinet, and as soon as it is, we will make an announcement.